Why do people stay in unhappy relationships? We are live on Facebook and Twitter. No, we are live on Facebook and YouTube. I beg your pardon. Amulioto, why do you reckon people stay in unhappy relationships, marriages, situationships,
whatever it is, unions? I think for me, the biggest, from my perspective.
Have you stayed in a bad relationship longer than you should have?
I wouldn't say really.
A long time ago, once upon a time?
Maybe I was the bad thing in that relationship at that point. But that's a story for another day. But what I would say is mostly I'd say for children.
And the people who don't have children?
Sometimes, saying for those who have kids, sometimes children are a very big reason why sometimes people stay in unhappy relationships. The biggest reason being you made it one of your main goals in life. Maybe you grew up in a family where you had your both parents, or you didn't have both parents in the same house.
Yeah.
And you really wanted to make sure that your children grow up in a house where they are both parents. And you sit down and you feel like you want to leave, but you look at the kind of life that your children have already gotten used to. Waking up, saying hi to mommy and daddy, having breakfast with both parents and leaving, just coming back to school, being picked by their dads, being picked by their mom, growing up in a house where they're both parents. And you feel like you moving away, you're leaving this relationship is taking away something from people who are innocent in whatever it is that is going on.
Yeah.
And you feel like whatever pain you're going through, you feel like you staying for your kids is worth more than whatever it is you're sad about, whatever it is you feel you're lacking in your relationship at that point.
Yeah.
The joy of your kids feeling like you feel like I don't want to take my children out of the normalcy that they already have, this foundation that they have.
Yeah.
And now it's easy for people now to you look for happiness at the bar, or have someone else outside to tickle your fancy, to make you happier or feel the gap you're feeling. But just to make sure.
What most people don't know, I get where you're coming from, and we've had even our parents say this, and their peers and our relatives saying, I've stayed for the children. What people don't realize, it does more harm than good to those children to see you in that state. Because as much as you assume your children are stupid, they are not.
Eventually, as they grow up, they see through it.
You see people who, even when you have a toddler, they know when you're not happy. They're, mommy, why are you not happy? Mommy, why is daddy sad? Children know, children can sense, children can tell, children are not idiots. They can read the room. I would rather you tell me you're staying because you're attached to this person. I would rather you told me you genuinely love this person and you pray that one day you're going to have brighter days in your relationship. I would rather someone who would tell me that I don't want to be lonely. Better the devil you know than all those aren't reasons to stay, but I get it. But it's always such a big fat lie when someone wants to use their children as a crutch. Oh, he's cheating, I'm staying because of the kids. You do not owe your children a marriage. You owe your children a whole parent, a healthy parent, and a happy parent. So when people say I'm staying for the children, and I've said this because many people have come to me for advice sometimes, when you're just talking to a girl or your girlfriend or a friend who is male, and they're like, hey, me, I'm staying because of my children, or because I grew up in a single family household. I'm like, but was your mom happy? Was your mom happy? Because you're not. Your parents, your children can see your soulless life every single day.
You clearly see what you need to do, but when you're in the moment,
that's what you tell yourself.
It's very difficult.
I think that's what people tell themselves. Let me use this children as a crutch because it's something outside of me. Okay. Let me not look like I'm so sprung still over this person that I still have hopes even after they've torn me. Maybe I've gotten publicly ridiculed because of your cheating, your domestic abuse or whatever. Let me remove myself so it doesn't feel like a personal reason or selfish reason, or if I still have some attachment to this person. It's so easy to say it's because of their children. Their children like to have their dad home. And you're black guy?
Okay,
Sharon?
and this is okay. And sometimes even forget. Let's even not say it's not a physically abusive relationship.
Even emotional.
Even abusive.
It's
just like it's whatever it is. But anyway, it's difficult. it's difficult.
It
like,
is.
You know what you
It's,
need, but
it's better said than done.
hey, it's easier said than the day than you actually now realizing that you're packing your clothes, you're moving away, and you have to explain to your children that now from Monday to Friday you won't be able to see me, and you now moving to another house.
It's the hardest thing.
And calling your child, about how was your day, and they're asking you where you are. So it's very easy to say, but now when you're living in that moment, someone thinks of all that. And let's not forget even resources. Sometimes resources is the only reason
Don't
why
allow
people,
you.
someone wants to leave, but they're thinking getting another house, paying 2 months deposit, starting afresh. And you're just like, I'm not in a financial space to even do this. So
it's true.
There's so many.
Or I've never worked. He was the only breadwinner. I'm stuck here because I'm also just like the children, dependent on him.
So there's so many reasons. But what I sometimes even just a seesaw of pain, agony, pain and pleasure.
Yeah.
You've been sad for 4 weeks, but then just 1 week is so good.
Yeah, so you get a glimmer of hope.
1 week is so good. It gives you hope.
Yeah.
And then you have another 6 very unhappy weeks. And then you have 2 days of, or even one amazing day. And then you're just back to. So those nice days, and you find you have stayed in an unhappy relationship for years.
I know.
So
I'll have to
not
cut
so
you
easy.
short. We'll come back.